clamp, you shut the power off. Remove that front screw. Be careful not to lose it. When you shut the power off, the air disables. And you'll take these two screws off here. These two screws here, remove the plate. Back plate has two pins. Just reassembling it the same way. The screw in the block has some adjustments, so when you do go line it up, you'll straighten out your label so that the stitching is nice and even on the label. Notice you have that adjustment there, so you can straighten out your nest. And then the screw goes on the front. Okay, once you're all set, then you'll turn the power on. And then you press this picture of the screen and you can load up the next pattern, pattern number 2. And then you'll press the ready button. The machine will home up. Then to make sure everything is okay, you'll press on the pedal to make the clamps come down. And then using this button here, we'll just jog through. When I'm holding that button down, you'll see that it moves. And we'll check that the pattern is right. Once everything is confirmed, we could reset by going with this button here. And notice it will follow that trace back. And then you're ready to operate. The way this works here is this pedal here will make that side come down. The next pedal will make the inside part come down, and when you side kick, the machine will start. So to remove the 360 device and install a regular clamping system on here, very easy. You're just going to remove the 2 screws that are on each leg. Doing this with the power off. When the power is off, the air to the cylinders on the arch over here will be disabled, but the cylinder for the 360 device will still have air on it. Okay, so we'll just put that on the side. And then we can install, while we're here, we'll install the clamp to it. We remove the 360 device from the arch assembly, we can start putting the stock clamp set up here. So, putting the feed plate on. And then they can fit on there. There's a locating pin here, and then the 2 screws. Now notice this has a little bit of movement here, so you want to get yourself nice and flat before you tighten the screws up. And then just make sure those are nice and tight so that you're nice and straight and square. Normally, if you take everything off from here and leave this alone, that part would be stable already. And then we can turn the pattern on, turn the machine on. And then we're going to change to pattern number 3. Now on this particular pattern, we use the jump foot. So you install the jump foot on here. Now there's adjustment in the jump foot. So picking that up, we get that on here, and there's adjustment in that slot where that goes. So we're going to set it around the middle, and then I'll show you what you're looking for here as soon as you get that tightened up. Okay, so we can go to this function here and see this key up top here. You can see it where it shows the jump foot. When we press that, it'll make the jump foot come down. So we can see that, and then we can turn it by hand. And what we want to do, we want to make sure that when the jump foot comes down, it's not touching the bottom. And when you have material underneath, you don't want it resting on the bottom too much. You want it to step on the material and then come back up over the material. So right now it comes up higher than the material would be, and it goes down enough to hold the material in place. So once that's all set, okay, we can just get out of the screen and we can bring it back up when we're ready to sew. Nice put apart here, but we don't want to have this in a position where we could lose this. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut the air off here. This is the tubing for that. So we'll follow that down, take it off the bottom piece, and put this plug in, the supplied plug, in there. That allows it that when you put the air on, there's not going to be any air going to this valve, which is controlling this. At that point, we could disconnect this and then you'd be able to remove this and put this in a different place.